Right, kia ora and welcome to our Early Literacy Clinic with Q&A on topics relating to early literacy teaching. Kath, do you have any questions for me?
All right, I'll start the session. So in the past, this is from Erin. In the past, we've had a letter of the week, but now we're doing a letter a day in phonics. Do we now do a letter a day in handwriting?
Oh, that's a great question. Yes, I would do a letter a day in handwriting, but I would do 2 letters. 1 letter I'll do every day that week, because there's a lot to be said for doing the same letter again and again. And the second letter will be what I'm doing in phonics that day. So you probably know I don't teach capitals, at least until I've got lowercase absolutely established. So what I will do in handwriting, I might be, let's say my letter this week for handwriting is C. That's often the first letter I'll teach, because you teach that open mouth. And then there'll be a second letter. So on Monday, I'll just teach C. And then on Tuesday, I teach C, and maybe, see what's the next one would be, maybe it'd be a D, whatever it is, I can't remember the order, C and D. And then on Wednesday, it's C, let's say an M. And then on Thursday, it's C and it's I. And then on Friday, it's C and it's T, for example. So C is being taught every day in handwriting, but I also want in handwriting to do the letter I did in phonics that morning. So they've got that letter twice in the day. So it's kind of a mix with letter of the week in handwriting with bringing in a second letter of the day in phonics. Whereas in the past, we would do a letter of the week and we do uppercase and lowercase. Well, I'm just going to do lowercase, but 2 letters a day.
Okay, so Kelly is saying, I'm starting phonics and I have so many assessments to do, I just can't fit in the phonics assessments. Should I delay teaching phonics until later in the term, or so that I can get the assessments done first?
Look, it takes quite a while to do those phonics assessments, and in a perfect world, we would say, right, let's start the year with, getting all our assessments, our numeracy and our literacy and our phonics, what have you, going. But that could take some time, plus you're learning about your class. I would probably be inclined, I want to teach phonics straight away. I like to teach phonics from day one, because phonics, apart from the benefits it will give to literacy, phonics is quite structured, and that's very calming and good for behavior. It pulls the class together. So I'd be inclined to take a writing sample on day one, and most teachers do that anyway, get a writing sample and use the writing sample to give you a sense of where the tamariki are at with their phonics. So if you look at the writing sample for a child, and you can see for every word that they can't spell, they consistently hear and record one sound, then you know that they're roughly working on transition from stage 2. If for every word they can't spell, they can hear and record 2 sounds, then you know that you're looking at transitioning them out of stage 3. If they can hear 3 sounds, at stage 4. If they can hear every sound, it could be stage 5, 6, or 7, depending if they're showing you long vowels or not. So I think if you start with a writing sample to roughly get them into groups, and then you can pick up your assessments as and when you possibly can, because it is very hard to get everything going straight away. And actually, I find the writing sample gives me a lot of information. So I think that's a good starting place.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Right. Sarah would like to know, is there a quick assessment to ascertain the stage students are at for phonics?
Oh, well, that's that then. Yeah, that's answered that question. Yeah, do a writing sample, and that will give you more information than just phonics.
Okay, cool. And Rachel, I'm about to teach phonics for the first time, and I'm about to teach stage 6. It seems quite complex. What can I do to make it easier for me to teach and the children to learn?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people get freaked out about stage 6 and 7. And what you have to remember is that it's all about stage 4. So, Rachel, what I suggest you do is that just go back to stage 4 for 1 week. The children will humour you. Just say to them, look, tamariki, I'm learning something new. Do stage 4, just do it 1 vowel a day for a week, just to really get your head around stage 4. And then you'll find stage 6 a lot easier, because stage 5, 6, and 7 are based on stage 4. And if you've never taught stage 4, then you could be floundering at stages 5, 6, and 7. So get your head around stage 4. And then really the steps are going to be the same. It's just that we're going to introduce, in the hear step, you've got your phoneme fingers and a rhyming phrase. In the writing, in the reading, we are going to use the word cards and teach the grapheme at the start of reading. And I think the other changes in the writing, we bring in the phoneme lines that we bring in at stage 5, but we use it at stage 6. So if you start at stage 4, learn those steps, then go into stage 6, all you have to do is find out the little change. There's just like 1 or 2 changes at each step, and that's your foundation. And don't freak out about it. It's just, and give yourself time. Oh, the other tip, don't do all the word cards in every phonics lesson at stage 6 and 7. And same with stage 5. Some of those lessons or those graphemes have a gazillion word cards. So if I'm teaching stage 6, let's say I'm teaching EE, there's a heap of word cards. So I would bring out maybe 6 to 8 for the first lesson, and I would teach those. And then tomorrow, I'm going to keep going with EE. I bring out another 6 or 8, and now they've got, I don't know, 12 to 16. And then the next day, bring out another 8. So over a period of days, you're bringing out those cards. Otherwise, it's overwhelming. They don't remember anything, and you just can't get traction. So hopefully that's helped you.
Okay. Well, look, that's it. That's the last of the sent in questions. Obviously, they'll catch up with that in the recording. So I open it to the floor.
Okay, well, what I might do, unless somebody has told you they've got a question, I might stop recording and then I'll just open it up and we can have a chat. Does
Okay.
it? Okay, so if you're watching this, thank you for watching. I hope it's been helpful.